Why does this feel foreign to me? Why does it feel like I've never made a video before? Every single time I go away for at least 2 weeks, it feels like I've never done this before. Excuse me, but we're gonna have to be a little closer for this secret. You awkward electric zoom. Thank you. Hi. I've got a little secret to share with you. I might be working on the biggest project that I've ever worked on. Alone. And not just the biggest project that I've ever worked on alone, but also the biggest project that I've ever worked on in general. You remember the Henry Stickmin games, you know, those choose your own adventure games where a certain story unfolds and you get to choose whichever way that story goes? You remember that? Well, something like that. It's like a game in a video. On YouTube, here on my channel. But more on that later. So, it's been a while. It's been 30 days since the last time that I recorded a video, which was not the last time that I uploaded a video, but it's probably somewhere close to that. I've been away for a very specific reason regarding my health and some concerns regarding my health. I was kind of worried for about 2 to 3 weeks that I possibly had testicular cancer, which I don't. I'd like to preface that, first of all, by the way, I don't, which is very good. I went to the doctor 2 days ago. He said it was all fine, nothing to worry about, so that's all good. However, I found this anomaly in my body about 3 months ago, which is, you know, a little late to go to the doctor. 2 days ago, I shouldn't have done that. My mistake. I was keeping an eye on it, so I wasn't just being like, forget it, it's gonna be nothing, because then I probably would have been dead if it was something, but I was keeping an eye out on it, but still, just, if you find something weird and you're concerned, go to the doctor, because, trust me, from my own experience, it is much nicer to just go, have it get checked out, and then have it be fine, or at least know what it is, and then go on about your day, instead of just constantly worrying about the possibility of it being something, while there's still a chance that it's nothing, so just go and have it checked out if you have something and you're concerned about that. So that is the main reason why I haven't been here, because if you don't know, worrying and stressing is something that can really drain your energy, which it did for me. When the gyms opened up again, I immediately went to the gym. I was in that fucker almost every single day of the week. You know, that lasted for about 2 weeks, and I was really into it, and I was really motivated, and I still am, and I still was. But because this thing creeped up on me and it got me worried, it drained my energy, and I did jack shit. Which, you know, is quite a problem if you need to do things. It's like you shouldn't not do things if you need to do things. So, you know, a couple days ago I decided that I was fucking done with doing nothing and that I wanted to do things again. So I decided to have it checked out and have my worries be relieved or my concerns be confirmed. Luckily, my worries were relieved because the second I walked out of that building, just a pressure, the weight and size of a mountain fell off my shoulders, and it felt amazing. And that's why I said I should have done this earlier. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot, and it's actually the first time that I ever had to do something like that. So, you know, it was kind of an obstacle for me to overcome, but it happened eventually, so that's good. I feel like I owe my life to you. You know what one of the downsides is about dogs? Like, everything is fucking great about them. But, you know, when you're trying to get your, you know, sleep schedule up and going again, and your dogs, you know, get to your door, and then at 2 a.m., middle of the night, and be like, hey, I need to kind of go outside. And you don't trust that, because sometimes they go outside and then they stare into the nothingness and then go inside like nothing happened, which is just a waste of time. So, you know, that happened a couple days ago, so I had to go outside, 2 a.m., midnight. I was very fucking tired. I had to bring them outside, and I had to bring them back in again, and then at like 6 in the morning, they were at my door again because they had to go outside again, so I had like 4 hours of sleep the day that I was trying to get my sleeping schedule up and going again, which wasn't really nice. And then today, I went to sleep, yesterday night, evening, I went to sleep at about 11 p.m. I'm just venting to you, alright? This is a problem. And then at 5:45 in the morning, they were standing in front of my door again because they had to go outside. And that's not their problem, because what is my hair doing? Because they just have to go outside. But it's quite, you know, fucking annoying if you are trying to get your sleeping schedule up and going. That is why I owe my life to this one, because without this one, I would have not had the energy. I was supposed to record this video about an hour ago, but then I was like, I can't fucking do it. So I had some coffee, now I can do it again. Oh, the wonders of the sweet dirty beans. So now that I have whined about my sleeping problem like a little bitch to you, and I have explained why I haven't been there, yeah, the secret, which I have already shared with you, so it's not really a secret anymore. There will be some secrets, like what it's called, which is also a secret to me, because I'm not sure yet. So like I said, it's a video, some sort of a short film, but you have an influence on it. Because if you don't know the Henry Stickmin games, what happens is, you know, you begin this story, and then eventually you get into a situation, and you are the one to decide which path you're gonna take. And then depending on which path you take, you get to a certain outcome, which is usually funny and witty and comedy and haha, which is basically kind of the idea of the video. However, let me tell you that, like I said, this is the biggest project that I've ever worked on. And I have worked on quite some projects which required quite some people. And let me tell you that this is the biggest one that I've ever worked on. This is going to take the most time out of all of them. I'm currently I'm still in the writing process of everything. Most of the story is already made up and ready to be fully written out into a script. I think I'm on like, I'd say 75% of the entire story, gathering the entire story. And then I need to write everything, which is easy because it's just, you know, the idea's there. It's just need to be written down. It's just going to take a while to get everything written down. And then, you know, further into the production book, something that I'm very grateful for. If you don't know what a production book is, by the way, if you make a movie or film or bigger stuff like that and you need to, you know, do some pre-production for that thing, you have a production book, which is it called a production book in English? I don't fucking know. It's a book that just, well, not a kind of a book. I'm going really into detail about this. I shouldn't. It's a book, all right? And in that book, it just has all the information about the movie. It has the script, it has the concept of it, it has the entire character dossier, how the fuck ever you say that, just everything. And the worst part about it is the shot list. Because if you don't know this, you have a movie. A movie is divided into scenes. Those scenes are divided into shots. And those shots are about a couple seconds per shot, on average. Do you have any idea how long it takes to write an entire list of every single shot in a movie? Every single shot in a short film like this is already very tedious. But a fucking movie, that's insane. Like I said, a movie can take up to 2 hours, maybe even more sometimes. A shot is usually a couple seconds. Sometimes there's the shot which is like 30 seconds, or a one-taker, which is just an entire scene in one shot. It happens, very difficult to, you know, execute, but it happens. But an average shot is about, like, you could say 5 seconds. Let's say 5 seconds, something like that. Maybe between 4 to 7, doesn't really matter. Something like that. A movie takes about 2 hours. So, you know, writing down, like, all the specifics of, or specifications of, you know, the camera angle and shot and everything about every single shot in the movie is a fucking bitch. And I hope to never do that again in my life, but I'm afraid that eventually I will have to do that at some point. I really hope this isn't the biggest production that I'm ever gonna do. By the way, I'm doing it all on my own. Nobody's helping me, because I want this to be a project made solely by me. I watched Bo Burnham's Inside show on Netflix, and I got really inspired to be like, you know what? I'm not going to be held back by no one being around me who can, you know, help me with literally everything, because there's people around me who can help me, and I went to film school, so I know people who can help me with those certain things, but, you know, they have a lot of things to do, and I have also a lot of things to do, so it's very hard to just, you know, whip up a schedule, and especially because, you know, I can't just pay them because I don't have that money, and I'm a very fair person, so I want to pay them for their efforts, and I can't. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this entire thing all by myself. So I will. So I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm currently really happy with what I've come up with for the entire story. There's a lot of game references in it too, so yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know more once there's more to share with you. Excuse me, what is this? How long has that been there? That hasn't been there the entire time, has it now? Ah, fuck, I feel like it has. Alright, but that's the thing that I wanted to share with you. Videos are coming back very soon. This weekend I'm gonna be gone, as usual, so I can't make any more videos, but I just wanted to put that out there. Next week I'm gonna be back with more videos. I'm gonna clean up my entire studio, because, you know, it's kind of a fucking mess. Without the energy, it's just not fun to make videos, because if you're incredibly tired, it's not fun to watch for you, and it's not fun to make for me, so I want to make things that I consider good quality, so I had to take a little break for that. So that is the secret that I wanted to share with you. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you're here and watching this and you're seeing this, thank you all so much for just sticking around with me through my weird fucking life. Alright, things have been weird. Things are still weird and wonky and chaotic, and nothing is stable, but I'm pulling through, and that's what it's all about. And I want to pull through it with how, I don't know where this sentence was going, and the only thing that I can turn into something stable is making videos. And I want this to be a stable thing. I want this to be a regular, scheduled, stable thing that I'm on time with every single video that I make, and I'm going to do that. I can't promise when. I can promise that I'll be back this Monday, but I can't promise anything about, you know, stability and a proper upload schedule, but that's just something that you're gonna have to figure out, because so do I. But again, if you're here, thank you all so much for being here and sticking around with me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload something, and then I will see you next Monday in the next video. Have a good one. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be doing this again. It feels weird, because I haven't done it in a while. But it feels really good. Yeah.